Please do send me a wave or a thumbs up if you're watching. It's great to see you this morning. So today I wanted to start with a quote. Something that's really touched me for many years has been the joyfulness and also the precision of some of the saints, and particularly Mother Teresa. And this morning I just wanted to read this quote to you because it's going to set the tone of what we're going to cover in the 10 minutes that we have together today. So Mother Teresa, beautiful quote, says, "The fullness of our heart is expressed in our eyes, in our touch, in what we write, in what we say, in the way that we walk, and the way that we receive, and of course the way that we serve." And basically today I'm going to talk a little bit about fullness and what fullness means for each and every single one of us. Because fullness is a sense of radiance, it's a sense of joy that bubbles up inside of us, and it makes us really strong inside. And today, when we work with the sense of fullness, we're working with, there's a particular Sanskrit word that I wanted to share with you, and that is the word of poornam. So have you heard poornam before? And it's a beautiful Sanskrit word that if you think about the full moon, it kind of gets larger and stronger and more radiant until at the full time of the full moon, you have this beautiful effulgent globe in the sky. And it's that process of becoming full, which is part of our own spiritual journey as well. So as we move into that sense of fullness within ourselves, what does that mean? So fullness for me means a sense of completion. It means a sense of satisfaction, joy, and completeness within myself. I'm not yearning for other things or other people to fulfill me. I am totally satisfied within my own self and within who I am. So if you want to write in a few things as well, what does fullness, what does poornam mean for you? I'd be really interested to have a look a little bit later. So fullness is that sense that there's nothing else that can come in. You are already full. And there's also a beautiful imagery that says, "When my cup overfloweth." So you've got a beautiful imagery of a beautiful glass that's full with water, and you can't fit any more in. It just pours over the top. And that is what we want our hearts to be. We want our heart and our love and our strength to be so full that it just literally radiates and shines out of us. This afternoon, I don't know if you know, but for some of you that are yoga teachers, I'm doing a CPD event on the radiant heart, which is a beautiful sequence that addresses that whole thing. How do you become so radiant that it shines out of you in every single moment? So we have a technique that I'd like to share with you today, and it's actually from the sequence, The Radiant Heart, which I'll be teaching this afternoon. I've been, on the last few Sundays, I've just been dipping into this particular sequence. And so if you haven't seen it, go back through the videos and you'll be able to see me teaching small sections of this particular sequence. And today I wanted to share with you the very conclusion of this sequence. And it's a beautiful movement where we take the arms out to the sides, raise them up above the head, and as they come in, the backs of the fingers, the backs of the hands just gently touch, and they come down through the center line back to the heart. And then you release the hands and you do the same thing again. And it seems quite a simple movement, but when you work into it, you'll be able to sense and feel this incredible fullness, because what you're doing is you're taking everything that's around you, the real positive energy that's around you in the universe, and drawing it in, not just into your mind, but also directly down into the heart center itself. And you can even touch the heart if that helps you. If you're quite kinesthetic and need a little bit of touch, then as you come down, you just gently press the fingertips against the sternum, and then you continue down and out and round. So we'll do this in a moment, and we're going to be using the word Om. the beautiful sound that any of you that are familiar with yoga will have come across, the Om. And sometimes it's spelled A-U-M, sometimes it's just O and M, but the sound is essentially the same. And it's one of the ancient words that literally is said to permeate throughout the whole of creation. It's the most beautiful vibration and sound that actually helps to resonate and help us feel connected with the whole universe. So that's why I wanted to bring it in today with that sense of fullness, because the Om is something that will help you to connect with everything and everyone. So if you're ready, I'd like you to put your phone down somewhere that you can still see me. So prop it up somewhere so you can do this movement with me, okay? So I'm just going to step back so that you can see my arms a little bit better. And as I said, let's do it together to start with. We're going to raise the arms, just the physical movement. And if I just step to one side, you'll just see it's nice and relaxed. I'm not trying to be really strong. It's just a gentle upward movement of the arms. And when they come above the crown of the head, the backs of the fingers gently touch, and you come down through the center line, back down to the heart. That's wonderful. Release the hands down, open them out. Beautiful, soft, beautiful gesture, raising up. Breathe in as you lift up. Breathe out as you gently come down through the center line. Wonderful. And again, breathing in. Feel that expansion through the chest, through the lungs, and out. Okay, now to bring the Om, the sound of the Om in, I'm going to take it with you. So just for a moment, you can do the movement and just listen to my voice, and then on the second and third time, if you want to, you can join in. I'm not listening, it's okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we'll do that again all together, but as your arms raise, you're starting with the ah, ah, and then when you come up to about shoulder height, you're starting to turn into oh, and as you reach the top, you're turning into and as you come down, just see if you can bring the tongue up to the roof of your mouth. So it's the sound is So the sound's still coming, but it's actually just the tongue on the roof of my mouth that's making that final sound. So if you want to join me, let's give it another go. Take a breath in. Breathe in. Breathe in, and last time. And then just stand for a moment, just feeling into how that sound is changing, how you think, how you feel. Allowing it to vibrate and create a sense of stillness, a sense of fullness within you. Okay, wonderful. So if you've enjoyed this morning, remember that you can join in on Wednesday, where Rita Goswami, one of the founders of Drew, will be taking you actually through the Om, through the words of power, as part of one of the masterclasses that we're running this week. So do have a look on Wednesday night. She would love to see you there. And as I mentioned earlier, for those of you that are yoga teachers, there's still just a few places left for this afternoon's CPD workshop. So that's for continuing continue professional development. Now, of course, and last thing, you may have seen it on the Facebook and Instagram already, but starting tomorrow, we have a fantastic 5-day challenge where you're awakening